Today I'm doing some smoked barbecue ribs. Gonna do these guys hot and fast on a rotisserie. And first of all, I'm gonna get some spices together. We've got paprika, smoked paprika. There's salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and black pepper. Okay, so let's mix them together. We've got 2 parts paprika and 1 part onion powder, 2 parts garlic powder, and coarse black pepper, and 2 parts salt. Okay, we'll mix them all together and then put them on the ribs. Now, to get them to stick onto the ribs, make sure that they're all mixed up well. Now, to get them to stick onto the ribs, I'm going to put some mustard on them first, just as a binder. I'll rub them all over with my hand, and then just use that as a base there. It doesn't really have a taste to it. You don't notice the mustard at all. So you could just swap that out with anything else, really, like an oil or another sauce. I use mustard though because it's nice and sticky. Anyway, gonna put the spices on now. So, like I was saying at the beginning, as I'm putting these spices on, I'm doing these ribs hot and fast just because I don't have enough time. I would usually spend about 6 hours cooking ribs, but these guys are pretty thin. They're not so meaty. So I'm gonna, they need less time, but also I have less time. So, why not see how it goes on the rotisserie? So this is an experiment. What is it going to taste like if I do these without wrapping them? If I just put them on, indirect heat, higher indirect heat with no water, and see how they taste in the end. So this is the salt, the spice mix that I usually use. Well, I tried different spices, but this is what I mix up when I've got nothing else. And I love it. I use it with chicken and just anything really. Just make my own little mix. Okay, so I've got it smoking. I put them in a basket just because of space, and they're going a little over 100 degrees, probably about 150. And I'm going to just let them go without even looking for the next 2.5 hours and see how we go. All right, 2.5, 3 hours later, I'm looking at them now. They're looking pretty juicy. I'll just tent them for a bit just while I get the rest of the food for dinner ready. So probably about 10 minutes, loosely. Okay, let's cut them and have a look. What does it look like here? Okay, not incredibly thick and lush ribs. They're pretty thin. There's a bit of a smoke ring there. You can see a lot of flavor on the crust there. Looks a bit dry. Is it because of the way that I cook them or because of the ribs themselves? I don't know. Let's have a taste. What are they like here? Get into it. Not bad, not bad, they're ribs, they're good, they taste good, but honestly, a little bit dry. I mean, full smoky, but, I'd still eat the hell out of them, and my daughter did too. She just loved them. Look at her go. All right, ribs on the rotisserie, guys.